Hey guys, Jean here. I have a quick lesson for you today, and it's going to be very interesting. Some things that I've learned in the past. Today's lesson we're going to call it versatile growth. So if you listen carefully, you might get a message in this. For those of you guys that know me, I've been asked a lot of questions lately. People asking, how do you get to do these things at like a very young age? How did you come up with these opportunities? What do you do to keep yourself motivated? What do you do to keep yourself intact with all the stuff that you've done? It didn't come easy. I mean, it comes with a lot of work and dedication, and with a lot of mistakes as well that you have to learn through the whole process. So today I'm just about to show some of the things that I've learned, and I hope that it can help you as well to grow within yourself and with whatever that you're doing in your life. Whatever it is, just being a better person, creating a better business, whatever it is, just I hope it can really help you today. We're just going to talk about versatile growth. Now, my whole life I've gone through things where I had to learn how to deal with things, and I had to grow pretty much as a young man and grow myself. And I've faced a lot of challenges, and I've learned some things, and I've made some mistakes, and I had to keep on going and keep pushing until I get to a certain point. But just keep on pushing. But through the processes, I've been learning some things, and I feel like if I keep it for myself, it won't be beneficial for what I'm trying to do, accomplish, which is help others also reach their goals in life and accomplish things in life. I was growing in a pretty fast pace in like certain areas of my life, but in other areas of my life, I just wasn't growing. Like I struggled to. I just felt like I was still in that same circle where I couldn't get out. But there are some other areas where I was growing in a really high rate, and some areas not so much. So I sat down and I trying to figure out like what was stopping me from growing in those areas, or why can't I get to where I want to be in those other areas. And I kept on trying very hard. I touched everything. I tried this, I tried that, I tried this, I tried that, but it wasn't working. And then finally, I come to sit down and I say, you know what? I was going into a battle without a plan. Just like I say, failing to plan is basically planning to fail. That's what I was doing. I was basically going to a battle without a plan, just thinking I'm going to win. There's one thing of working really hard, but there's also working smart, and I wasn't doing that. I was working really, really hard, but I wasn't working smart. So I decided to change that around and then trying to work smarter, which means really having a plan and going into something, you're going to get some result. You planify it before you actually get into the battlefield. It's just like an army. You're going to war, right? You planify your tactic and how you're going to attack your enemy, but you're not just going into war just because you have all the equipment that you feel like you can just go in there and win the war. It doesn't work that way. See, that's what I needed to understand. So once I understood that, I was able now to have a plan and how I could have tackled my life in a different angle. And that's why you see people asking me, how do you do it? So that's what I'm about to demonstrate just a little bit, so you can have a little bit of understanding of, for those of you guys who need help as well, changing things around in life and you're stuck, you feel like you can't make a change. I hope this will help you as well. I want to take also the time. I want to take the time to really appreciate people who really encourage me on everything that I do day-to-day basic, what it is that Facebook, Twitter, and just phone calls, text messages, emails, whatever it is that you really help me out through this process. I just want to thank you guys for that. Also, for all the people that I asked a question about a few days ago about what is it that you need to focus on. What you have your strength and your weaknesses in life. What do you focus on the most? And I asked that question on Facebook a few days ago, and I was really happy with the answer that I was getting. It was actually got really interesting. Where other feel like you need to focus more into your strength, and some people feel like you need to focus more into your weakness, so you can better the weaknesses and become your strength. Now, and people ask for my opinion, and I really wanted to just make this video to share my experience and how I focus into my life and how it turns things around. So this might not apply to you directly, depending on the examples that I will be giving. It might not be exactly what's for you, but I'm able to share my story, what worked for me. Maybe it can work for you as well. You never know. Maybe there's somewhere you were stuck in, and I'll be able to help you in that area as well. So today is going to be called versatile growth, and how you can grow in different areas of your life, how you could balance it out in different ways. What I did to change my life around in the areas that I couldn't really focus on, and then turn it around and make it my strength. We're going to call it versatile growth. Say it with me. If you're listening to this, say it with me. Versatile growth. All right. So we're going to be versatile growth. What we're going to focus on today is your strength and your weaknesses. Now get on board with me. All right. This is going to be our part one. Part one, if you're with me, if you have a pen, just grab it. You have a piece of paper, just grab it, because this is going to be a real lesson. All right. Part one of this lesson will be, take 2 minutes. Okay, right now, pause this video after I'm done this part. You take 2 minutes. Okay, you look at your life really carefully. Okay, where do you see yourself in the future? Where do you see yourself from where you are right now compared to where you were, where you are, and where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Okay, deeply just take a look at that right now as I'm speaking to you. All right, I know you're looking at that. Pause this video and look at that. Okay, now that you understand where you see yourself, write it down. Write the 5 points that you need to write down, and where you see yourself within the next 5 years. You write that down? Perfect. Now, as we say, number one, where do you see yourself? Right, I hope you guys can see that. It's kind of blurry a little bit, but I hope you can see that. Number one is, where do you see yourself in your life in 5 years, within the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself? Number two, now we're getting into the real stuff. Okay, divide your life into 6 categories. 6 categories. See it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope you guys can see that. Now that's your life. You divide your life into 6 different categories. And what are those categories? We're starting off with your personal life. Right? You have your personal life right there. The second one is your professional life. Let's say personal. You have your professional life. So your professional life, you have your career, where you want to be in life within your career. Personal life is more of your relationship, things like. The third category is education. You have goals. Your education. You wanna learn more. You wanna get another degree or so on. That's your education. Educational. A family as well, right? Because a lot of people have goals within the family, including myself. Your family goals, you have it there. And then the next goal you're looking at is your financial life, right? Finance. Your financial life. The last one might not apply to everybody, and it's your spiritual life. If this applies to you, great. If it doesn't, just ignore it. So all these 6 different categories make up your life. Okay, and remember, the part one, you wanted to know where you see yourself in life. Okay, and the part two, we got to divide our life into 5, possibly 6 different categories of life. Where you can see it right now, it gives you a better idea of how you can implicate number one into number two in those different categories. Great. Now we got your 6 different categories. We want to now relate it to our first step, which was to think about where we wanted to be in life. So you write down some points of where you wanted to be. Now, if you can look at these 6 categories right now, you just take a second and grade each category on a scale of 1 to 10. From 1 to 10. So you look at your personal life. Let's say we can grade right now personal life, and this is not my life, but let's just say 6 out of 10. My professional life, let's say you are a 7 out of 10, Education might be at 5. Family, let's put it at 8. Financial life, let's put it at 4. This is total assumption. You have your spiritual life maybe at, let's say, 7, for example. So you take the total right now, you have 7, you have, I believe we have 5 here, we have 8, you have 4, you have 7, you have 6, all out of 10. So we have out of all this. Now let's say, for example, whatever you have right now, okay, out of 10 in each category, add it up. So when we add it all up, if we add these up, we come up to 37 divided by 60, which gives us, do the math quickly, about 61%. So grade your life right now. Be honest with yourself. What's your life grade right now? And this is just for the sake of the exercise, and that doesn't necessarily mean, that's why your life grade is right now, but just for the exercise, so we can prepare ourselves for how to planify, how to change things around in our life, so you have a better understanding of where your life is right now. Okay, so we see that in this example, this person, whoever it is, has 61% grade of life, of growth into their life. This is where they stand right now in life. Now let's say I want to change this around a little bit. Okay, very poor financial life, let's say, for example, and you want to change that around. Now this is where this technique that I'm going to teach you, that you might have heard of it or you might not have heard of it before, but this is something that I've analyzed myself with my life, and I'm able to teach you guys today. Now that we have down our first step, which is we wanted to see where we wanted to be in life. Our second step was listing the 6 categories in our lives and grading them from a scale of 1 to 10, and we got a percentage of what we believe is our grade for right now in life, right? Now the third step is really for you to being honest with yourself. You really got to be honest with yourself in this third step, right? Let's forget about the percentage a little bit of the grade of our life, right? Because don't focus on that. This was just for us to know, for you to know a little bit of where you stand, right? So we take off the numbers because we don't want to focus on the numbers. We take off the numbers. Now the next step is, our third step is really, you look at each category of life, each category of our life. Now you want to look at 2 things within these categories. We're breaking down, and we're going more in depth into your life, into every category. First we display the category, now we're going into each category. In this category, for example, right, what are your strengths in this category, and what are your weaknesses? Now with your pen and paper that you have right now with your category, start listing off some strength and start listing out some weaknesses. Now just be really honest with yourself in this section, because this section is what's going to develop into our lesson today. So for each category, you go strength and weaknesses, you list it off. Same thing for each other categories. So we're going more in depth into our strength and weaknesses in those categories. Now as we can see, we graded ourselves before, so obviously if you grade yourself in a certain area that you are not so good at, that's an area where you want to improve the most, right? Everybody want to improve, everyone want to be better. That's what we're calling this lesson versatile growth, because you want to improve in all these areas of life, right? Now we pretty much done our first step. And if you're with me on board with this step, congratulations, because you just passed the first step of versatile growth by Jean. Now, our first step, just a little recap. The first step we did is, on this first part, we looked at where we wanted to be in life. You looked at things that you want to accomplish in the future and so on. The second step, you listed 6 categories, and feel free if you have more categories than that. You list the categories of your life, and all 6 that I have listed here. And you also, third step into a first part is you list your strength and weaknesses in each part of your life. So that's great. You pass already the first step here. Now we're about to move into the second step, okay? Now, the second step is a little, everybody have a different side in this one. If not, but I'm about to share my experience of how I was able to overcome my weaknesses and turn them into strength. Right? Now in the second part, this is where we're coming into the real stuff, where we're talking about strength versus weaknesses. How much time do you spend on your strength, and how much time do you spend on your weaknesses, and so on. I was asked, how much time are you supposed to spend on your strength and weaknesses? And it was pretty versatile, the answer that I've received so far. Now, I'm about to share my experience in that point of view. Now, just reflect to yourself right now. Look at yourself, and how much time do you spend on your strength? How much time do you spend on your weaknesses, trying to turn them into strength? Some people might say I spend more time in my weaknesses. Some people say I spend more time in my strength, and some people are 50-50. They like to spend the same amount of time in strength, other weaknesses. Now, nothing wrong with that. If you have a strategy that you like and it's been working out for you, that's great. Now, what I'm trying to show is the strategy that have worked out for me as well, to be able to overcome my weaknesses and turn them into strength. Now, me personally, I used to spend a lot of time naturally trying to work on my weaknesses and trying to turn them into strength. And I did that for quite a long time. You know, I gave a lot of time in trying to work on my weaknesses and trying to build them into strength. But then I said I was working too hard, but I was not working smart. See, I worked so hard that the rate of strength, of changing my weaknesses into strength, was very low. Although you work very hard, but the rate was really low because you're going into something that you're not really good at. So you're trying to turn it into something great, and your rate of growth is really, really low. And that was what was happening to me. Now, what I had to do is pretty much change that around. I decided, and I say, what if I change it around and trying to focus in more into what I'm really, really good at, okay? Instead of focusing more into what I'm really, really not good at, okay? And I'm trying to change that around. And this is how it worked out for me. Now, you might say that, you know, this doesn't work out. So feel free, you know, whatever works out for you is great. I'm trying to explain my experience based on what worked out for me really well, and it worked really well. So I quit spending a lot of time working on my weaknesses. Why? First of all, it was because when you're working on something that you're really not good at, the things that could happen is that, you know, you have self-doubt. You're doubting yourself that, you know, how can I get this done? I'm not really good at it. So you're trying hard to work on it, but you're not so good at it that you're losing your confidence. So loss of confidence. You start losing confidence while you're working on something. I'll give an example. I watch a lot of basketball, and there's a lot of fundamentals of life that I find in sport. Now, a player who's not really good at, let's say, dunking the ball, for example, okay, that's not their strength. Now, they try to focus more into dunking the ball instead, but they're pretty good at shooting the ball. So you're running away from your strength, right? And you're trying to focus more into dunking the ball. It's going to be really, really difficult for you to grow into a dunker because you're running away from your strength. And you're doing that also, you're going to miss a lot of dunks. And you're going to be really hard. So what's going to happen is you're going to start self-doubting yourself that, can I really do this? You know, after a couple of failures, if you're not mentally ready to do that, you know, you're going to start doubting yourself. and you're going to start losing confidence. Maybe I'm not as good of a player than I think I am. You're not confident going into a dunk. You're not giving your best in not just that one area, but now the difference here is that these two now starting to affect other areas of your life. Now, if you were, let's say, at your strength, you had your strength here, let's say 50%. And then you had your weaknesses, let's say 10%, right? And you want to work really hard to bring this up to about 20%, right? While you're not working so hard on your strength. What's going to happen here is that when you focus so much time in here, there's lack of confidence happening here. Now that lack of confidence can also start carrying towards what you're good at. So if you're really good at something, then you start lacking confidence. I don't even think I can shoot anymore, right? As an example of a basketball player. I don't even think I can shoot anymore because you're losing so much confidence as a player, not just as a dunker, but as a player in general. You're losing confidence in other areas of your life. Now, that's what I figured that I was doing at first. Okay, I was spending so much time trying to fix things that I couldn't fix and I wasn't good at. So it was slowing down my process, my rate of growth in other areas that I was really good at. So instead of building my business, for example, with the things that I know that I'm really good at, I started focusing on things that I was not good at. And then guess what? I started losing confidence, and that started coming into affecting my way of thinking. It started affecting other areas of my life, and I made a decision to change that around, so that way now I can spend more time focusing on my strength compared to focusing on my weaknesses. So I think the things that I was good at, I spending a lot more time with the things that I was really good at. So guess what that was going to do is it's going to give me more confidence, and I wasn't doubting myself anymore. And guess what? Not only gave me more confidence, started building up some new skills within me that I didn't even know. So more confidence does that to you. When you're confident, you start building things within you that you didn't even know that you could do. So I start building more skills within me. I start building more opportunities in your business, in your life, and so on. You start building a lot more things that are all in this area now. All these things are positive things in your life. You need these things in your life. You need confidence. You need new skills in your life. You need new opportunities in your life in order for you to grow much faster in this area. Now, instead of 50%, your rate has increased in a short period of time, and you're reaching now, let's say example, 60% now of your strength. Now, guess what? Because these criteria are positive criteria, and remember what I said before, any criteria also has an effect on the other criteria. So do you understand what I'm saying? Before, when we're focusing on the negative, not the negative, just your weaknesses, it was building criteria that were also affecting your strength. Now at this time that you're focusing more in your strength, you're building more positive criteria which are also affecting your weaknesses. And guess what? With that being said, your positive criteria are now building up your weaknesses. It might not be at a very high rate like your strength, but it will slightly be coming up into a rate a positive rate that's going to be increasing your weaknesses as well. But your strength, most importantly, it keeps on growing in a high rate, and you keep on building more and more and more of this to put you in a good position in life. Okay, I hope you're understanding where I'm going with this, because this is what changed my life. This is what made me look at things in a different angle. Start focusing more time into what I wasn't really good at, and I started spending a lot more time into things that I was really good at, so that I can be really, really good at it, and then build some positive attribute that would help me also build change my life around in my weaknesses, right? That made a positive impact. And once that happens, now you start having what's called what I call versatile growth. You start building skills and opportunities in different areas. Remember, there's 6 areas that I had in your life. You started building different opportunities in there and different skills that would help you grow in a versatile way, because now in every area of your life you have positivity affecting every one of those areas, and you're growing. You're growing in a steady rate. And that's the secret of what happened to me, is that I was able to grow in every area of my life in a positive way. And one thing that I want to really mention here is that this is not just gonna magically happen. This is something that you have to go into it with a high character, right? Which is going to be my next lesson. I'm going to teach you how you can go into this with a high character. You cannot just go in there and expect everything to happen right away. Okay, you need to go in there with a high character. You need to go in there with an image. You need to go in there in a certain way that you present yourself, so that you can grow these things in your life and grow both your strength and your weaknesses at the same time. Okay, and I hope you guys, this is it for the lesson for today. So I hope you guys learned something from this. And if you have any feedback, message me, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is, message me. If you have any suggestion or anything like that, we're more welcome to do so as well. I'm always open to suggestion. I hope I'll be making a lot more of these lessons to help you guys as well with your life, with the struggles and what you're going through in life. I really enjoy doing this for life, and I hope, I really appreciate your support. Everybody who's supporting me, I really appreciate that. Continue to support, because there's a lot of bigger and better things that's coming up my way, and I would love for you to be a part of it, and just continue to support me and the movement and what I'm doing, and God will bless you as well. So thank you and have a great day.